Nick Nurse. Nicholas David Nurse, born July 24, 1967, is an American professional basketball coach and former player who is the head coach for the Philadelphia 76ers of the National Basketball Association, NBA. Nurse attended Kuemper Catholic School System, where he excelled in basketball. He previously served as head coach for the Toronto Raptors, whom he led to an NBA championship in 2019 and with whom he was named the NBA Coach of the Year in 2020. Nurse played college basketball for the Northern Iowa Panthers. He played professional basketball with the Derby Rams in the British Basketball League. About Nick Nurse's college career. Nurse played at the University of Northern Iowa from 1985 to 1989, appearing in 111 games. He is the school's all-time three-point percentage leader at .468, 170 of 363. While playing at University of Northern Iowa, he was a teammate of current Division I college coach Greg McDermott. During their successful 1989-90 season, Nurse was the sole student assistant coach for Northern Iowa in his final year with the team. Nurse graduated from Northern Iowa in May 1990 with a BA in accounting. Professional and coaching career. Nurse became a player coach for the Derby Rams in the British Basketball League during the 1990-91 season. Following the 1990-91 season, Nurse never played professionally again, opting to pursue a full-time coaching career. During their successful 1989-90 season, Nurse was the sole student assistant coach for Northern Iowa in his final year with the team. In 1991, Nurse got his first full-time head coaching job at Grandview University when he was only 23 years old. At the time, he was the youngest college basketball head coach in the country. He coached at Grandview for 2 seasons. Nurse was an assistant coaching role at the University of South Dakota for 2 seasons. Nurse later spent 11 seasons coaching in Europe, mostly in the British Basketball League, BBL. During that time, he won 2 BBL championships as a head coach, one with the Birmingham Bullets in 1996 and one with the Manchester Giants in 2000, while also helping London Towers in the EuroLeague. Nurse also won the BBL Coach of the Year award in the 1999 to 2000 and 2003-04 seasons. He also coached for the Talendis Oostende of the Ethias League in 1998, as well as became an assistant coach for the Oklahoma Storm of the United States Basketball League in both 2001 and 2005. In 2007, Nurse accepted the head coaching job for the Iowa Energy, who were preparing for their first season in the NBA D-League, now called the NBA G League. The Energy won division titles under Nurse in the 2008-09 and 2009-10 seasons. After 3 seasons with the Energy, Nurse agreed to join the coaching staff of the Iowa State Cyclones as an associate head coach in April 2010. 4 days after Nurse's hiring was announced on April 22, Greg McDermott left to become the head coach at Creighton. Nurse was not offered a spot on the new staff, but received $175,000 in a settlement for his 4 days as an assistant. Nurse immediately returned to his former position as head coach with the Energy. In the 2010-11 NBA D-League season, Nurse received the Dennis Johnson Coach of the Year award after helping Iowa achieve the best record in the league, 37-13. Nurse and the Energy then went on to win the 2011 D-League championship. Nurse joined Joey Meyer as the only NBA G-League coaches to win multiple championships. Nurse left the Energy for the D-League's Rio Grande Valley Vipers. In the 2012-13 season, the Vipers finished with a record of 35-15 and won the D-League Finals in a 2-game sweep of the Santa Cruz Warriors. During his 6 seasons coaching in the D-League, Nurse had 23 players on his rosters called up to the NBA. In July 2013, Nurse departed the Vipers for an assistant job on the coaching staff of the Toronto Raptors under Dwayne Casey. He was in charge of the offense during his time under Casey, and in the 2017-18 season he was credited for changes to the Raptors' offensive game plan, which included increases in passing and 3-point attempts. On June 14, 2018, the Raptors promoted Nurse to the position of head coach to succeed Casey. In his first season, he guided the Raptors to a 58-24 record, led by off-season acquisition and eventual Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard and emerging star Pascal Siakam, who would go on to win the NBA's Most Improved Player award. On May 25, 2019, Nurse coached the Raptors to the 2019 NBA Finals, the first for the franchise, after taking the Eastern Conference Championship by defeating the Milwaukee Bucks in 6 games. On June 13th, Nurse became the first head coach to win both the NBA and NBA D-League/G League titles when the Raptors defeated the Golden State Warriors in Game 6 of the NBA Finals, winning the Raptors their first championship in franchise history. In Nurse's second season, the Raptors finished with a 53-19 record, despite losing Leonard to free agency in a season shortened by the COVID-19 pandemic. He was widely praised for his creativity and innovation in ensuring that the Raptors were able to maintain a high level of play despite losing Leonard. That season, Nurse qualified to be a head coach in the 2020 NBA All-Star Game as the Eastern Conference representative. On August 22, 2020, Nurse was named NBA Coach of the Year. The Raptors were unable to repeat their playoff success of the previous season and were eliminated in the conference semifinals, losing in 7 games at the hands of the Boston Celtics. On September 15, 2020, the Raptors announced that Nurse had signed a multi-year contract extension. After an unsuccessful 2020-21 season in which the Raptors played in Tampa Bay due to COVID-19, Nurse guided the team to 48 wins and a return to the playoffs in 2022. On April 21, 2023, the Raptors announced that they had fired Nurse after the team failed to make the playoffs due to their loss to the Chicago Bulls in the play-in tournament. On June 1, 2023, the Philadelphia 76ers announced that Nurse had been hired as their head coach. His experience game planning defensively against their reigning MVP center Joel Embiid in the past was considered helpful perspective, namely to help strategize for Embiid to succeed in playoff situations. Nurse and the 76ers topped the Raptors 114-107 in his return to Toronto as an opposing coach on October 28. Despite injuries to Embiid and other players throughout the season, Nurse was able to secure a 47-35 record and a play-in tournament victory for the Sixers against the 8-seeded Heat. As the 7th seed, they were eliminated in 6 games by the New York Knicks in the first round of the playoffs. Nurse's national team career. Nurse was an assistant coach under Chris Finch for the Great Britain national team from 2009 to 2012, including the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. On June 24, 2019, Nurse was named the head coach of the Canadian men's national team for the 2019 FIBA World Cup and beyond. On June 27, 2023, Nurse resigned from his role as national team head coach. About Nick Nurse's personal life. Nurse and his wife, Roberta, have 2 sons, Leo and Rocky Levi. He also has a nephew named David, who previously worked with the Brooklyn Nets before becoming a personal trainer for professional players. Nurse is a lifelong Chicago Cubs fan and was a guest conductor of the 7th-inning stretch at Wrigley Field in 2019, singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." On June 20, 2019, Nurse joined Hamilton-based rock band Arkells at their sold-out Toronto concert to perform a cover of Stevie Wonder's hit songs Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours, on guitar. In May 2022, Nurse graduated from Concordia University Chicago with a Ph.D. in sports leadership. Nurse is a big fan of the musician Prince and was the master of ceremonies at a performance by the New Power Generation in Toronto on July 26, 2022. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life story of Nick Nurse. We hope you enjoyed learning more about this talented and remarkable athlete. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on your favorite athletes and sports personalities. Until next time, stay tuned for more exciting videos on our channel. Take care, and we'll see you soon.